Alright, here we go. Welcome back to the session. Welcome back to the therapy session. Welcome back to the channel / therapy session. This is just my thoughts today, ladies and gentlemen, on this video. So if you choose to stay, be my guest. You know what I'm saying? This is just my thoughts. I'm just gonna get them out, and hopefully somebody y'all could mention some things in the comments, respond in the comments, or what have you. But I've just been sitting up here thinking. Let me give you a little backdrop or whatever. What I'm gonna be talking about. It's a couple of things. You know what I'm saying? Like what happens throughout a breakup and what you do in the midst of the breakup or whatever. Just a little bit of my thoughts, you know what I'm saying? Because I recently, broke up with my ex or whatever, and it was a trip, you know what I'm saying? It was a trip, and I'm not, gonna get into, you know what I'm saying, too much of the particulars or whatever, but it's certain things that that stand out because we were, we were living together, and so decided not to be together anymore. But it wasn't like a, hey, get out, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't immediate. So you had to, you know what I'm saying, I had to be here. We had to be around each other for a couple of months or whatever, you know what I'm saying, till recently. But it's crazy when I'm thinking about it in situations that I guess there will be a lot of people out there that deal with this situation. So I kind of find it kind of interesting. And here's what it is: when you're in a relationship and the person, your mate has children. Well, I'm older now, it's 51, so usually the kids are gonna be of age or whatever, and they are, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and if they're male or female, it doesn't matter. But when it's male, it's a little bit different, right? So say you know what I'm saying, your mate probably will have, if she's your age, 50s and over, they will have kids about 20 and above usually, you know what I'm saying, 25 or whatever. So I say that to say it's interesting how when your kids hear something, when a male hears something about their mom, it's like if she's in duress or whatever in her relationship, and she calls her kids, her sons, you know what I'm saying? And of course, what is the first thing that they gonna have their mom's back? Of course, right? It's like it's automatic, you know what I'm saying? But I want you to ask yourself this. Because I know that for me, it's like if something, you know what I'm saying, happens to my mom, you know what I'm saying, physically it's automatic, like it's on and popping. It ain't nothing stopping me from, you know what I'm saying, getting at, you know what I'm saying, whoever, you know what I'm saying, is doing this to my mother, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, at this point, you know what I mean, it's like you defending your mom, right? Of course, that's what you do. But I just want you to take a step back, Joseph, for 1 second, and just think. When you getting ready to do that, and you're ready to attack and defend your mom, think about what happened. Aside from somebody getting physical, somebody just going off and cussing, you know what I'm saying, your mom out. There's some conversations that to be had. But just think about it. Everything that your mom is telling you that's going on in her relationship, that her dude did, that you don't like, think about think about the same situations that you have in your relationship. Do you react the same? Do you react the same if it's not no violence? Ain't nobody getting cussed out. It's just what? Do you react the same? And I give an example, right? If I'm arguing with my lady, right? I'm arguing, and she decides to pick up the phone. We just have an argument and pick up the phone, and because she feels some type of way within that argument, to get on the phone and call her son and be like, whatever, come, I need you out here right now. Come over here right now. Like, what do you think how the son is going to be reacting? He's going to be reacting to the situation because his mom is on the phone talking about, come over here. He's coming over there with aggression, right? But if there's been no violence, ain't been no fighting, nothing, no physical nothing, what about you and your relationship, bro? What have you done to the lady in your relationship, bro? I'm just wondering, do you have the same aggression? What about that lady that you dealing with? Does she have kids? Would they be mad at you for the responses that you have to their mom? Think about it. Think about it. In every relationship, there's gonna be your ups and downs, right? But I just want, you know what I'm saying, you to think about that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times that's not your father. You know what I'm saying? It's just the woman, your mom is dealing with another man. And a lot of times, just off the muscle, you just don't like the person. You might could care less. You just okay with it because it's your mom's person. You know what I'm saying? But you really don't like the idea. So at any given moment, you just ready to jump off and take off on your mom's boyfriend, but you doing the same thing or worse, or you've had arguments with your lady or worse, cuss outs, drag outs. Make it make sense. Like I really think about that. Are you going off on your mom's dude, but yet you do the same thing, or you've had arguments in the same manner? What if somebody was trying to attack you? Like, just think about it. Put yourself in. You have a relationship. I've literally seen arguments with some of these people with their mates, and I mean, it's funny how a reaction from your son that he's doing to his girl, you have a different response to that. He's not doing that. He's not doing that much. It wasn't all that bad. Really? It wasn't? No. It's interesting. I don't know. Just kind of thinking about different things. Put your mindset in somewhere else. Like, hey, maybe that's not none of my business. Maybe I gotta go ahead and just step down a little bit. But you're not, because it's your mom. But think about it. Think about it. I'm just saying, we all get in relationships and we all have our issues, but it's just funny because that's a male that's been raised by a single mother. The reaction is different. You want to have that covering for your mother, I'm sure. I grew up with my mother and my father, so it's a little different for me, my reaction. But I see, as I've gotten older and I've dated, you know what I'm saying, other women that have kids, it's like you're gonna have their back. That's totally understandable. But when you get older and you start to see through a man's eyes, you know what I'm saying? Not saying you're not supposed to have your mother's back, but to have all this extra attitude or whatever for that man, you're in a relationship now. You know what the certain things that go on within a relationship. Like, you're gonna have arguments, but to jump out the window for your mom, I get it, but just think about it. You're in a relationship too. The lady that you're in a relationship with, that you cussing out, that you doing all this with, and grabbing her up or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying physical. It don't gotta be physical, but just cussing her out. And nobody's getting at you, right? Or how old are her kids? You think they feel the same way about you? Just a thought. Just my thoughts, you know what I'm saying? You know, just my thoughts. Take some time. Let's take a step back sometime, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's you don't have to get to know the person or whatever. It's cool, because, you know, sometimes it's like that. You know what I mean? It takes time to get to know certain people. Takes time to know people. Take time to open up, to want to, you know what I'm saying, get to know somebody. You know what I'm saying? That your mother's mate, partner, husband, boyfriend, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But think about it, man. Think about it. Everything ain't really what it is, really. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't really what it is all the time. You have a relationship too, bro. You have a relationship too. Is yours all bad? Do you get back with your lady after y'all had an argument? We're human beings. We're human beings. Sometimes we don't get along. And everything ain't for everybody. And I'm not saying that, you know what I'm saying, this is just the end all be all. I'm just saying, put just something to think about. When you're dealing with something in your relationship, it's all across the board, of all ages. It happens. Relax. Just think about it, though. It's just my thoughts I'm thinking about, man, this day. I ain't been on this channel in a while, and I'll be back in a minute, but think about that, man. For sure. Till next time, peace and love.